Hello everyone, how are you doing?
I'm doing really good. It's a rainy, windy day today, so if you hear some spooky ghost sounds in my background, it's just the wind. Recently, I've been thinking about the whole journey of Naruto so far and remembering when Orochimaru confronted Kakashi as he was sealing the curse mark on Sasuke. And Kakashi was fully ready to fight Orochimaru. He summoned the Chidori and he was like, if you take another step towards Sasuke, one of us is going to be dead. And it would have been Kakashi. It would have been Kakashi. Orochimaru would have killed him. And it makes so much sense because Kakashi was afraid. Once Orochimaru left, he was like sweating, right? He was like shaking because Orochimaru really would have killed him. And Orochimaru himself had no intention, I think, of actually taking Sasuke. Right? He wanted Sasuke to come to him. So he was really just messing with them. He was just messing with them. He revealed himself to Kakashi so that they can all know that he is in the village. Uncle saw him in the forest that one time, but now he's like, I'm here. I was just with all of you in your little tuning exams, and I could have killed all of you. So just so you know, you should be afraid. Do not rest easy. I am inside the village. Be on edge. Man is a psycho, hey?
Oh goodness guys, things are starting off at 100%. Naruto is punching Sasuke and he's not really reacting. I wonder how much power Naruto is willing to use. Would he bring the full might of the nine-tailed fox against Sasuke? And Sasuke begins taunting him. Is that all you've got? I don't even have to use my Sharingan.
You don't have what it takes. Not the strength or the desire.
You're still too weak. You don't have enough hate. You never will.
Itachi! Those words, plus Orochimaru's curse mark, has got him all messed up, and he bicycle kicks Naruto into the ground. He's certain that hatred is the only way to surpass his brother, and I do understand why he thinks that. That's what Itachi told him, and he did get this instant power boost from being reborn with Orochimaru's curse mark. With Kakashi, it took a month of intensive training to level up. We continue with the flashback and learn that Papa Uchiha worked for the village police and that the clan's crest is part of the police force insignia.
That is a very interesting detail. Were the Uchihas the powerful, controlling puppet master family of the Leaf Village? I haven't given too much thought into who the family were or what they symbolized other than being very big and very rich, very powerful. But I thought about powerful more in ninja capability and the Sharingan, and less about influence in the running of the Leaf Village. To have their crest in the police insignia, that's... Gosh, were they the baddies?
It was the Uchiha clan's earliest ancestors who established the police here in the village. So when they created this symbol for the organization, they used the family crest.
Okay, my bad. Perhaps I jumped to conclusions. Itachi's explanation and little history lesson makes sense. Maybe they are not the bad guys.
But even now, nearly all of us are a part of the force and work to uphold the peace in this village. Which is good because only the most exceptional of shinobi can weed out the criminals hiding among their brethren.
Itachi says he's not sure if he'd join the police, but Sasuke says he definitely will. They bump into their father, who has the police insignia on his uniform. Do the police still exist in the modern day village? Were they all Uchihas? That doesn't seem like the correct way to do police. Their father seems kind of strict, and we already know he thinks Itachi is strange. We saw that in a different flashback. He intends to accompany his oldest son on the next day's mission. Success will guarantee Itachi's admittance into the Yanbu, and I'm not sure someone so young should be a part of that squad. Google tells me he's 13. The next day is also Sasuke's entrance ceremony into the academy, and he's clearly disappointed his father won't be there. Itachi notices and refuses the mission, angering Papa Uchiha. The threat here is clear. Don't come to my mission, go to Sasuke's ceremony.
Tomorrow is Sasuke's entrance ceremony. Our family has to attend. It's customary at the academy. You received a notice.
Am I imagining that he looks a little sinister as he said that? Poor Sasuke is clearly living under the shadow of his impressive brother and just the weight of the clan as a whole. There's so much to live up to. He trains until he collapses, and Mama Uchiha takes care of his wounds. He does really well in school, and the father says keep doing this and you'll be just like your brother. And Papa Uchiha, you're going to make him resent Itachi. Isn't one prodigy child enough? Let the other one live, man, jeez.
That's my boy. You'll go far in the Yanbu ranks, no question about it.
Father, I wanted you to say, "That's my boy," to me.
Oh, guys, baby Sasuke, I just wanted you to say that's my boy to me. My little heart is breaking for him. His father, I don't necessarily blame him. But it's not right how he keeps comparing the two of them, because Itachi was clearly just a once in a lifetime, a once in a million years kind of brilliant person, right? Can't expect it to happen again. Just be happy it happened once. I just wanted you to say that's my boy. Oh, now my heart is hurting for Sasuke. And he worked so hard. And I do have sympathy for Sasuke. Now it's even worse.
Sasuke overhears his parents and Itachi arguing in the middle of the night. He's refusing to attend an assembly because of a covert mission. His father reminds him that he serves as the clan's pipeline to the village nerve center. And what does that mean? Is he a spy? Is that why they wanted him in the Yanbu? Later the brothers are talking and Sasuke says Dad only cares about you, and Itachi says you must hate me. And I understand why. It's okay, people hate shinobi. Being the best isn't that great, but you and I are family, and I'll always be here for you, even as an obstacle to overcome. And is that so, Itachi? I wish you had not done that last part. Some relatives interrupt brother bonding time to scold Itachi for missing that assembly. And is this family a cult? What happens at this assembly? They reveal that someone named Shisui Uchiha ended his life and ask him about it. The two of them were close, and Itachi seems surprised. Or was he only surprised to be asked about it so directly? Shisui's suicide note says, I'm so tired of these missions. There's no future for Uchiha. And that last part kind of came true. There isn't much of the Uchiha clan left. The police and the Yanbu will be investigating this death. They threaten Itachi, saying we'll know if you try and cover this up. And he is very offended. Gosh, he and Sasuke look so similar when he's angry. The relatives think he had something to do with Shisui's death, and Itachi pretty solidly beats them up.
The clan. You overestimate your own abilities, with no idea of the depth of my own. And look at you now, groveling in the dirt.
Now that's the Itachi that I'm familiar with.
Obsessed with the organization, obsessed with the clan, obsessed with our lineage. A worthless compulsion that enslaves us and limits our capabilities.
Now I know I don't have all of the information regarding Itachi and the clan and why everything went down the way that it does, but he certainly sounds like a villain. He loves his brother, but he sounds like a villain. But he's also not wrong in that I could see how their obsession with the clan and the lineage and their legacy and all of that stuff would lead them astray. So that's not wrong. But he still sounds like a villain. He still sounds like a villain.
Papa Uchiha interrupts, accusing him of acting strange lately. Itachi reveals that he missed the assembly to achieve the next state. And is Orochimaru still in the village at this point? Because that's something he'd say. He continues on to say there's no hope for this pathetic clan, and young Sasuke is having an existential crisis. Itachi seems to despise or at least look down on the clan. As things are beginning to escalate, Sasuke calls out to him and he drops to his knees and apologizes. And what is going on? Being tired would not make you say all of that stuff. Then we're back to Sasuke and Naruto, and he seems ready to fight.
Itachi is becoming one of the most interesting characters in the series. I really want to know more about him and his motivations and everything that's been going on. And what drives him now? He was trying to kidnap Naruto, supposedly for the Nine-Tailed Fox for the Akatsuki. So is he also just trying to get stronger and stronger? I look forward to finding out.
I'm enjoying this music that plays for Dark Sasuke. It suits this kind of tragic atmosphere. Sasuke says he's going to show Naruto the true power of the Sharingan. And does he actually have access to the true power of the Sharingan? I don't think so. And of course Naruto uses shadow clones, but Sasuke can see which is real with his fancy eyes. He attacks Naruto with more fire style jutsu, and I'm concerned he's going to set the forest on fire. Thank goodness the flashback continues because I need to know what happens next. Baby Sasuke lies in bed thinking about Itachi and the way his Sharingan changed. Things are tense between him and their father, though time has passed since that incident. Things are tense for the whole family, it seems. And then Papa Uchiha takes some time to teach Sasuke the Fireball Jutsu.
Father's actually teaching me the jutsu himself. He's finally giving me a chance to show that I matter too. I can't disappoint him.
Oh, baby Sasuke just wants his father's attention. He is really breaking my heart here. Though I understand why his father could be preoccupied with his other son, who seems to be turning against the entire clan.
Sasuke only makes a small fireball and his father sighs in exasperation as if that wasn't good for a first attempt. Why did I think you'd be like Itachi? He says. That's horrible. And when night falls, he's still out there practicing his little heart out. He practices over and over, and he is improving. It's just not as big as his dad's yet. Their mother is so sweet and patches him up after all of that fire training. The boys really look just like her. Sasuke is working hard and improving quickly. Did the father say all that on purpose to use like negative reinforcement or something? The boy goes back to his father and asks him to come and watch him, and the man can see the damage all that training has done to his son. He tells Sasuke he doesn't have time to teach him, and Sasuke says, "No, come and watch me, not teach me." So he goes, and Sasuke does it. He produces a massive fireball jutsu, but the man doesn't say anything, at least not right away. He begins walking away before stopping and finally saying those words.
Now then, that's my boy. You've done well. Work hard and you're bound to soar high.
I will!
From now on, walk your own path. Not in the footsteps of your brother.
Yes, finally! Not in the footsteps of your brother. That's like the best thing he could have said to them at this point, right? He himself, in his own mind, needs to stop comparing them so closely and let Sasuke grow in his own way. Because he's clearly very talented. It just takes him a little longer. He has to learn and practice, as opposed to Itachi, whom I'm assuming he just picks things up right away. That's why the father responded like that. Hopefully that proved the father's own assumptions wrong. But like, the father is still gonna die, right? He's made this realization, but he's not around for much longer to keep guiding his son, I guess? Either son.
Sasuke asks his mother what father thinks of his sons. He's only ever said "that's my boy" to Itachi, and now that those two are on the outs, is Papa Uchiha using Sasuke as a replacement? It's so sad that he would even think that. Mama Uchiha assures him that their father cares for them both, but he pushes back on that. She gives a pretty good explanation for why their father focuses on Itachi so much. He's not just their father, he's also the leader of the clan, and so he has to focus a lot on Itachi, who will have to assume a lot of responsibility, and sooner than Sasuke.
But I'll let you in on a secret. When we're alone and no one's around, the only one he talks about is you.
That's very sweet. But man, with all this practice, does Sasuke ever get to be a child? Does he ever play? He's now driven by the need to catch up to his brother, who is several years ahead of him, and so this intense need to chase after Itachi has been inside of Sasuke since before the elimination of the Uchiha clan. This complex mix of love and competition existed even before the massacre. We see Sasuke asking Itachi for help, and this is the morning of the massacre, isn't it? It's familiar to me. Itachi clearly has a lot on his mind. Sasuke asks his father about the Sharingan, and the man tells him about the Mangekyo Sharingan, which can only be called upon in very specific circumstances. They discuss Itachi, and Sasuke feels comforted that his father is open about discussing him and discussing the Sharingan. And thinking about Itachi's behavior earlier that morning, that's the way he always is. So, everything is fine, and he's feeling hopeful and optimistic. Meanwhile, his brother is preparing to kill his whole family. In the present, Sasuke really did torch the forest, and he's attacking, and it's so clear that Naruto doesn't really want to fight. And Sasuke is really hurting him.
No matter what darkness may await me, I will meet it head on. And whatever happens, I will get that power.
Poor kid has justified everything in his mind, made it all okay as long as he gets stronger. As I suspected, this was the day his clan was killed. We relive him coming home to find his brother had killed his parents and his entire clan. At first, he doesn't suspect his brother, which is totally understandable, but then he realizes who the perpetrator really was. And man, Itachi using the Mangekyo Sharingan on him to show him what had happened was so unnecessary. Why did he do that?
I have acted like the older brother you desired for one reason. Because I wanted to discover how powerful you were. I needed to find a worthy opponent to test the limits of my own abilities. Now I've made you hate me. Now you have the desire to defeat me. Which is exactly why I'm going to allow you to live.
This is new information, a new reveal. But damn, is this truly the reason?
Like me, you may be one of the few who can use Mangekyo Sharingan, but there is a catch. Take the life of your best friend. You must kill him.
Is Sasuke going to try and kill Naruto to awaken his Mangekyo Sharingan? That is what this is implying, isn't it? Naruto is the closest thing he could have to a best friend.
Itachi, you killed Shisui?
I did. How else do you think I obtained these powers?
That's an incredible power, but is it truly worth the sacrifice? Having to live with that knowledge forever?
In the main hall of Nakano Shrine, underneath the 7th tatami mat from the far right, it tells of the visual jutsu's true purpose. If you discover how to activate it, you will be the third person to obtain the Mangekyo Sharingan, including myself.
Then he says the stuff we've heard before, surviving in such an unsightly manner as this. Foster your hate and become a worthy opponent. For him, it's like, if he doesn't become strong enough, then his whole family died for nothing. Can you imagine losing everyone just so your brother could have a strong opponent? We watch Sasuke wake up in the hospital and return to the Uchiha district. It's raining and empty, and he remembers everyone he's lost. He returns to his empty home. He walks around his house, remembering his mother, remembering his father, absorbing the scale of his loss. He goes to the room where they died and cries. The poor boy is devastated. I truly think that there is no way to truly comprehend the scale of Sasuke's loss. He's almost another species now. He's not like everybody else after he has gone through such a thing. We see him go to the temple Itachi told him about, and we've seen him here before, and I wondered what it was about. He was looking at the Mangekyo Sharingan secrets, so he's been grappling with this for a while. Does this mean that when Sasuke decided to leave the Leaf Village with the Sound Ninjas, he also decided that he would kill Naruto eventually, because Naruto is his best friend? And perhaps his anger in fighting Naruto in the hospital, perhaps part of that was also, you're stronger than me and I hate that, and you saved me from the Mangekyo Sharingan coma and I hate that too, and the way that I can be stronger is by killing you and I hate that as well. So now Sasuke has decided, or he wants to decide, if that makes sense, that he's going to kill Naruto. Can he actually do that? Can he truly attack Naruto with deadly force? I like to think not.
Now then, that's my boy.
When we're alone and no one's around, the only one he talks about is you.
I wish I knew what kinds of things he said to her about me.
Sasuke, I am just getting sadder and sadder. He really did and does use hate to push himself forward, adorning the mantle of an avenger. Is that why Itachi made Sasuke hate him? Is that why he was so brutal? In the present, Naruto remembers Neji's words and can see that Sasuke truly is in darkness. He feels that his former comrade wants to kill him. Naruto asks him what their time together meant to him, means to him. Was it meaningless? And he says, no, we became best friends. So why are we fighting? Naruto asks.
Because we're friends. There's far more meaning in destroying you.
I can't understand that. But what I know is that for some reason, you want to destroy me! Right, Sasuke?
So I knew that these episodes would make me sad. I knew that they would. But it came at it from an angle I wasn't expecting. I didn't expect to learn all of this information about Sasuke's family, about his life, about his loss, about his life before his family died. This need to become stronger than Itachi, was something that was there even before he killed the family. And that only made it even more. So all of this, I imagine, is all amplified by the curse mark as well, and Orochimaru's influence. It's no wonder he's like this. But to actually say out loud that Naruto is his best friend and he is going to kill him because there's more meaning in his death, to actually say those words out loud is very intense to Naruto himself. And Naruto, I'm sure part of him is like happy that Sasuke said we're best friends, but then in the next breath it's like, I'm going to destroy you. And like, poor Naruto, his emotions and feelings must be all over the place as well. Oh my gosh. I wonder how this fight is going to end, this particular fight. They're obviously not going to kill each other, but how will they come to stop fighting? What will stop Sasuke from pushing and pushing and pushing? Because he's fresh from being reborn. He's fresh from that coffin thing. So I imagine all of that Orochimaru bad juju vibes is all coursing through his veins, making him even crazier, making him push for power and yearn for power even more. He hasn't had any time to think about his actions. But now I'm getting all sucked into this. Oh. But that's it for this video. I'll have to see what happens next. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you want to, like and subscribe to the channel. Oh, Sasuke. He annoys me sometimes, all the time. He annoys me with his cockiness, his arrogance and all of that, but I do feel genuine sadness for everything that he's gone through. And his story is told in an understandable way. But let me stop here. I'm Kayla. See you in the next one. Bye.